Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I'm Randy, and this is a contest entry, and it's a contest for Chris at Stylist Meets Vinyl. He is celebrating 1,000 subscribers, and he wants us to show an album from each of the 7 continents, including Antarctica. And he also wants us to subscribe to his channel, which I already have. He also wants us to give a shout out to another channel and to make a video. So anyway, let's get to it, and from music from around the world. So first of all, I want to give my shout out, and that's for Randall Weaver. Now I'll give a link below to Randy's channel, but when you think about 1,000 subscribers, I think he's only 5 away himself from getting 1,000 subscribers. So go ahead and get him to 1,000 as well. He's just got a great channel. He recently just did a video. He's kind of got a series called How'd That Go?, where he shows all the different versions of a certain song. So I'll give that link down below. But yeah, Randy got a great channel. Actually, one of the people I have met in person in the vinyl community. He's out of Nashville. So that's my shout out. And then we got to think about the world and its music. This is my world atlas. Anyway, let's get to the music. I couldn't open it to a good page, I don't think. But anyway. Let's go. First continent is Australia, and I'm going with the Australian artist, Paul Kelly. Paul Kelly and the Messengers. He was on the A&M label, at least here in the US. But this is his album, Under the Sun, which came out in 1988. The song Dumb Things got quite a bit of play on MTV over here. That's how I discovered him, but also has songs like To Her Door, Little Decisions, 40 Miles, A Saturday Night. Yeah, just great with some rock artist with some folk influences. Paul Kelly, my Australian artist. And for Asia, I'm going with, Obi strip came off, has a little Obi strip. This is from Japan, and it's the Japanese artist, if I can get his name right, Hiroshi Yoshimura. And Hiroshi put out this album called Green. Oh, there it is. And it actually came on green vinyl. It was put out by Light in the Attic, at least here in the US. It was reissued because it originally came out in 1986. It's kind of ambient, classical with a minimalist approach. Yeah, Green from Hiroshi Yoshimura. If I can get that name right. Next continent is Europe. I'm going with the Swedish band, First Boy on the Moon. This is their self-titled debut, came out in 2021. Band is based in Malmo, Sweden. Got kind of catchy 80s inspired alternative music. They have a new album out now called Cyber Girl. And the lyrics are all sung in English, but yeah. Great alternative band from Sweden. This was on blue vinyl. Like I said, you can get their new album out as well on Bandcamp anyway. Next, I'm going to Africa and a South African band called Jaluka, which I think means sweat in Zulu. But the band was formed in South Africa with English-born Johnny Clegg and Zulu musician Sipho Mchunu, and they joined together to form this biracial group during the apartheid times, which was kind of amazing. This album came out in 1982, and there's a song called Scatterlings that got quite a bit of airplay. I think it was also used in the movie Rain Man, but I remember hearing this on the radio. That's why I got the album. But Scatterlings of Africa, that's the song I would suggest listening to. Anyway. Oh, it's kind of got a map of Africa on here. You can see South Africa down at the bottom. There's the group right there. And at least here it was on the Warner Brothers label. For South Africa, I'm going to Brazil. And then there's this Brazil 45, Mr. Bongo, DJ Format, who picked out the songs. This is a great collection of eclectic tracks from a variety of Brazilian artists, mostly from 60s and early 70s, funk, psych, and the like. Came out in RSD. If I can get this open. Yeah. Yeah. They were all like that. List of the songs on the first side. Yeah, a bunch of 45s they put these on. I hope that still counts. It's kind of like an album because it's got enough songs for it. But yeah. Great Brazilian music. For North America, I am using the US group, Mink DeVille. They came out of the New York punk scene, but their music was more R&B and roots rock. And then you had frontman, there he is, Willie DeVille, who kind of had this smoky voice that was great on R&B flavored tunes. This is their debut album, Cabretta, which came out in 1977. There's the rest of the band there. Of course, Willie went on to go on a solo career as well. But some songs you could check out is Spanish Stroll, Cadillac Walk, and then a great ballad, Mixed Up, Shook Up Girl. Yeah, great music from North America. Now, Antarctica, that was a tough one. Not a lot of great Antarctican groups. The only one I could think of is the Penguins. Well, the Emperor Penguins, they probably made a lot of noise. I don't know if you would call it music, but this is a great movie that shows the long journey they have each year to feed their young. So I thought, well, and Emperor Penguins are only on Antarctica, so that's what I'm going to use. The Penguin. And there's a song on here. If I can find it here. Funky Penguin by Dennis Lee and Notables. Now, I couldn't find any information about Dennis Lee and Notables. This was their only release. It's a 45 on the Ginmark label. There's a picture of it. I did look on Discogs, and if you want that 45, the medium price was $137. But you can go find this compilation of this great funk and soul tunes called Get It, which came out on Record Store Day, and not spend the $137, but it's a great funk tune. It's instrumental, but has a little bit of talking in it as well. And he also wants us to show a Canadian band. So I think they were formed in Toronto. So I'm going with the band called Lowest of the Low. And there's their album, Shakespeare My Butt. The group, it's a great indie rock group that combined rootsy rock with independent sensibilities. Probably my favorite songs on here are Rosie and Gray, Eternal Fatalist, Subversives, and Bleed a While Tonight. But yeah, great indie group from Canada. On the, not sure if it's Sonic Envy or Yes Boy Records, because they got both of them on here. And then, like I said, there's a band with blindfolds, but there's also a picture of them in here. There's the band. So yeah, Lowest of the Low is my Canadian group I'm showing. So anyway, there's my contest entry. Everyone go subscribe to Chris's channel, and hope everyone's doing well. And thanks.